Hello subscribers, this is Melissa with Vintage Finds and Farm Life. I had posted a video about 2 weeks back showing you our Satsuma tree in bloom. Like I said, it's been 2 weeks now. Some of the fruit is still green, as you can see here. It's still ripening. But then there are others that I'm going to pick some of them today and show you the beautiful fruit on the inside. This tree is very loaded. We've probably had this tree in the ground maybe 4 years. This is the second year that it's produced, but this is the fullest of those 2 years that it's ever produced the fruit. So we could not be more pleased with fresh Satsuma to pick. The video I did 2 weeks ago, there was a lot of diseased leaves on the tree. So I have trimmed all of the diseased branches. So the tree looks a little more skinnier than it did 2 weeks ago when I did that first video. But anyway, it might look skinnier, but it has a lot of healthy looking fruit. It is loaded. And I'm going to pick some of the Satsuma with you guys and show you the wonderful fruit on the inside. In the first video that I did, we were loading it down with water. Our soil here in South Georgia is very, very dry, so we have to keep lots of water to the fruit trees, the flowers, the plants, the whole works. Now I think I fertilized this tree twice. I fertilized it in early spring, and then I fertilized it again during the early to midsummer. And it has put on some wonderful fruit. There's a spot where I just pulled one off the branch. That's part of the peel still attached to the branch. But you can see here the trimming and pruning that I did of the diseased branches. It's starting to put on some new growth there. Just got into ants. But you can see the new growth that's put on there in some of the areas where we pruned. There's some new growth coming in. Some more new growth. But it is loaded. I'm going to come out with a basket today and pick those that are ripe. There are some on here, like I said, that still have some green to them. We're going to give them a few more days, a week or two, to fully bring in their yellow ripe color. But these branches get so loaded, they start drooping because they are just so loaded. as you can tell here. But let me do this. I'm going to attempt to actually set my phone, prop my phone in one of the branches of the tree and peel the fruit so you guys can see the sweetness and feel the ripeness as I enjoy eating freshly picked Satsuma. So let me see if I can flip the camera. Oh, okay, I guess I can't flip the camera while I'm doing a pre-recorded video. Okay guys, here's one I picked this morning from the tree. This is a fairly big one. Let's go ahead and peel this. Now these peelings are, the outer skin of them is fluffy and soft. They just easily peel right off. That is some good looking citrus right there. See how easily that skin peels right off of there? Comes right off, nothing to it. Look at that beautiful Satsuma. So proud that we were successful in producing a Satsuma tree. Let me go ahead and peel this back. These are seedless. These are a seedless Satsuma. They have a sweet flavor, little bit of zest, but not too twangy or too tangy. But isn't that a beautiful piece of citrus? Like I said, this one is seedless. I like to pull the whites off here. Some people may eat that with their fruit, but I usually just pull mine off. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Good. Beautiful piece of fruit. Nothing like walking out in your backyard, picking you a fresh piece of citrus off the tree. That, my friends, was a big, large Satsuma. I mean, I've still got a good bit to enjoy eating from that large Satsuma. Okay, guys, that is a good piece of Satsuma fruit grown in our backyard. We have other fruit trees in the yard, but these usually start producing during the colder, when the climate changes and gets a little cooler here in the south. The Satsumas begin to put on their fruit. But we have a couple of other citrus fruits growing back here among a fig tree, a couple of lemon trees, a kumquat. But the Satsuma is giving us a beautiful, beautiful fruit to enjoy. What a nice thing to have with your scrambled eggs and bacon and coffee, is to have a side of fruit picked from your backyard. So as you can tell, we're going to be loading our basket today with some Satsuma. Let's see, here's some. Those are well enough ripe and ready to harvest. These have still got some green, so we'll give those a few days or a week before we harvest those. Now here's one that is completely green. That's odd that one has not even begun to turn yellow anywhere. Alright, subscribers, I hope you enjoyed us showing you our Satsuma tree that is ready to harvest. And I'm going to go now and finish partaking in this beautiful, sweet, seedless fruit. Thank you for watching.